In 1869, a 27-year-old man who had just graduated as a doctor of medicine from Harvard was going through a crisis of meaning. This was not the first time he dealt with adversity. Throughout his 6 years in medical school, his education was interrupted by different illnesses and bouts of depression. But this time it was worse. He even contemplated suicide for months. The man we are talking about here is William James. Now, imagine if you were William James, what would you have done? In his case, he eventually made a psychological breakthrough after reading an essay by Charles Renoir, a French philosopher, which goes like, I think that yesterday was a crisis in my life. I finished the first part of Renoir's second essay and see no reason why his definition of free will, sustaining of a thought because I choose to when I might have other thoughts, needs to be the definition of an illusion. At any rate, I will assume for the present until next year that is no illusion. My first act of free will shall be to believe in free will. This realization is at the core of pragmatism, the school of philosophy that James and Charles Sanders Peirce founded years later. James' godfather, Ralph Waldo Emerson, who also inspired James a great deal, put it most simply, you become what you think about all day long. James realized that we have the ability to choose one thought over another. In other words, we can control what we think. Now, you must be wondering why it is so important to control our thoughts. A perfect answer to this question was given by Lao Tzu, which goes like, watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. And watch your character, it becomes your destiny. So, in order to achieve success, first of all, we must control our thoughts. So, how do we do that? Well, it does seem pretty easy when one hears it, but it is far more complex as our mind is a device that keeps on thinking different things at a time. So, in order to control our thoughts, we must control our mind, and there are several ways of doing that, like meditation and much more. In a book on meditation by Swami Vivekananda, it is written that the mind is like a lake, and every stone that drops into it raises waves. These waves do not let us see who we are. The full moon is reflected in the water of the lake, but the surface is so disturbed that we do not see the reflection clearly. This is one of the best examples of how to interpret our minds in contrast to the distractions we face. If we concentrate and let our mind be calm, then we must be able to control our thoughts. So, yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoy it. If you like the video, consider subscribing. Thank you. Stay focused on your goals.